Hey YouTube, how's it going? We're here. We're back with Heavenly Delusion or Tengokudaimakyou, episode 11. Really quick, if you could like the video for me, please, I greatly appreciate it. Now, coming off of last week's episode where we had the... oh gosh, how do I pronounce it? Juichi? The Juichi story was crazy. We dealt with all of that. I don't think we'll pick up with Juichi anymore. We're just going to move forward. But we're in the facility and Tokio is, I think, very close to excuse me, very close to giving birth. So we'll see what the heck happens. We'll see if the baby has like some crazy ability. Who knows? Like I have no idea what's gonna happen. So let's just hop in. Episode 11. We're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bro, Hulu sucks. I haven't been able to watch the last 2 episodes on Hulu. It just gives me an error code. It won't even open the episode. That's right, we got new kids. We got new kids. So many kids. There's so many kids. So they haven't even gotten any updates with Tokio? Oh, Kona is. Oh, she's gone. Labor. You guys at least gotta coach her through that. Can you feel what she's going through? Straight into the opening. All right. It's like they weren't even attempting to coach her through that. They're just like, it's okay. It's like, I don't know. She's like, it hurts and I don't know what to do. At least give her some instructions. Like, damn. It's crazy. I'm still fuzzy on like what Kona's abilities are, because we saw Kona at the direction or the instruction. There we go. We saw Kona at the instruction of Asada be able to like see things. Like he can see different places. Like he can see further than what his vision allows. I don't know if it's seeing the future or if it's just seeing in present time, just different places. But there was like some mention of like he was seeing something and then someone just got like hurt. One of the kids got hurt and no one knew why. So I don't know if like I don't know what Kona's abilities are. But it did seem like maybe he was picking up on some of the feelings that he was feeling. Some of the feelings that she was feeling, like the pain. So I have no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's lock in.
Ohio. 屋根に登るな。へっこむだろ。自分だって散々乗ったくせに。僕の車だ。僕の自由だろ。俺たちの車だろ。いいや、僕の。ああ朝から何してんのかと思ったらよ。いいか、丸の字はこうだ。せめて間違わずに書け。まあいい。せっかくだから11の名前も入れてやるか。
Yeah.
いいね。書いといてなんだけど、これ11代目の車だと思われる気がしてきた。いいじゃん別に。僕の
It
商売
does
は
look like
信
it.
用が大事なんだぞ。
That's funny.
しょうもない
It does look like 11.
思われたらやだな。少なくともヒルコ丸1号は存在した。ああ、イカだな。
Yeah.
そうだ。ローマ数字でこれはキルコ丸2号だ。すべての辻褄があった。11
Okay. Oh, the baby's here. This is a first. Combatants. All 8 awoke from the suspended animation. Prototype. Interesting. If that's the prototype, then the gun we have must be a fully realized model. Okay.
もうかけるしかない。
かけるとは。
Camera,
トキオ君
man.
の子供ですよ。
Tokyo's
子供
child.
たち同士の子。
The child of
ミ
two
ナさんが
children.
産んだのではない子供たち同士の子。決定的に予定外。決定的に別物。トキオ君の子供、そこにかけます。やって
The hell do you
くれ
mean
ま
by
す
that?
ね。私はこの完全に壊れた世の中に天国が芽吹くのを見届けなければならないのです。がしかし、人間が寿命という足かせを外さなければそれは叶わない。高原学園がそれをやります。
しかし、脳移植は入れ物の方が15歳。少なくとも13歳くらいに成長していなければ無理です。
私が
Brain
13年も
transplants.
生きられないとでも
So you're telling me they started up the brain transplants too?
興奮なされるとますます。
ますますなんだ。寿命が縮むってのか。
She having a heart attack? She's stroking out? What's happening?
取り乱しました。私の
Ah. That's crazy. Yeah, so that she could just,
青島の承諾は
she has no idea.
副園長の昇格を承諾したということは、いずれ
Wow.
になることを承諾したのと同じ。
So she just wants to continue to be in power.
許されますか。
So Takahata started the brain surgeries too. So that means the person that did the brain surgery on
そんなもんとっくにあるかい。もしかしてまさかカービィ
Wow.
言葉を変えた同調圧力でしかないのはあなたもよくお分かりのはず。そんなものに縛られないためにあなたは高原学園にいるんでしょうが、天国を作ったんでしょうが、すでに
This was a bigger reveal than was that last episode or 2 episodes ago when they did the reveal of, oh, Takahata. That right there was way bigger than that.
出産させるんですよ。
That's crazy. You think he's gonna tell her? Huh. 7 years ago. Goodness gracious. Preservatives. So there's 0 windows in the house. I don't even look. The windows are busted out. It looks just like there is no windows. That said Mankind's Final Days? What the hell is that? I would double check to make sure nobody saw it. What? What are you? No. That must be a big fire. The Ibaraki facility? It's a good move. Is that a fire or is that a factory? That's what's his name? No? Damn, I can't remember nobody's names. Oh, snap. Things are coming together. There's so many kids. Oh my goodness. There's so many. What is that? Is that an accordion or is that I forgot what those things are. I want to try to pay attention to all these little kids because maybe we might see like some relation to people we've met. She's wearing shades for a reason. So what is it about her eyes that... What the heck? Whoa! Baby girl, close your eyes. Close that. What's going... No, it's an illusion. That's what it is. It's an illusion. This isn't really happening. It's an illusion. And I would assume that this little girl is the monster. That didn't really happen. Yeah. It didn't really happen. It's an illusion. And that little girl is the monster that we ran into a couple episodes ago. Wow. 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 So there's a chance that the kids are the monsters. No. Shit. Did he take on all her pain? I wonder. I need to go back and look at those flashes to see if they were flashes of um the episode. Those two episodes. She's coming clean. What's that? Whoa. Wow. Whoa. That's creepy. Oh, wow. That's so creepy. That's so creepy. She probably wants to apologize. She feels bad. That's tough, man. I feel for this little girl so much already. I do. She's gonna fight back. There we go. Okay. Okay. That's tough, man. Mimi is great. She's great. Mimi is great. I'm gonna have to watch this episode again. There's so much in this episode. This has been one of the heaviest episodes in terms of just packing stuff in it, like information that's just everywhere that you can pick up from. Nobody knows what. How dumb is that? Nobody knows what they're building. They're just doing it. Holy crap. I'm wondering if the world already fell. Do you tell her? That's one thing. I don't know. Would you tell her? So it's been damn near a year since like the beginning of the series, I want to say. It's been like a year. I thought they said there was going to be no swimming. Okay. When's the last time they saw her? She looks like so much mature now. It's crazy. No, something's about to happen.
これからテストが始まります。長いテストになりますが、時間は十分にあります。
A test that involves all the kids.
答えに迷ったときは、自分が正しいと思った方へ進んでください。外の外に
To reach the outside of the outside?
である皆さんの役割です。
Your role as
最
Hiruko.
初の問題が発生します。皆さんの健闘を祈ります。
So these kids are the monsters. These kids are the monsters, and I can't remember the lady with the black hair that they got the gun from before she got sick. She's the one that said, "Call the monsters Hiruko." Nah, Anzu's up. Anzu's like, something don't feel right. Yes. Funny how the little ones feel that way. Or the smaller ones, I should say.
Oyasumi.
Did she have twins or did they clone the baby? Did she the ultrasound showed they cloned her baby?
ゲームだね。何のテストかもわからないのに勉強できないよ。そりゃそうか。
These people. These people. What's the noise? I don't like it. Oh? Yo. Okay, so I just recorded a whole after the episode like discussion like how I usually do. And in it, I said I was going to rewatch and then I'd talk in the comments. But I just rewatched this episode because I knew there was information in here that was going over my head that I didn't understand. But after rewatching, I feel like I got a little bit better grasp. So I'm just going to try to like pop through them as quick as possible. Now, don't confirm this, but it feels like the conversation that the robot teacher had, which I'm going to assume is Mina, had with the kids, wasn't set up by the academy, because you seemingly had two workers walking by like, hey, what are the kids doing? And they're like, I don't know. And what was stated in there was like, this is a test that is going to, it's a difficult test and it's a long test. And basically, you just need to go wherever you feel is the best way to go so you can get outside of the outside. Essentially, get the hell out of this facility. Now, they work with Mina, and Mina has always been like this thing in the back of my mind that you really don't think about. But after hearing the director talk during this episode, and the director explicitly stated, I watched it 3 times to make sure I was understanding the conversation between the director and Sawatari. How she said that these children come from Mina. Now, I don't know if that means physically, because at the end of the episode when Mina shuts down, you hear all this like swooshing and this like all this noise coming from something that should be organic, but to our knowledge, Mina is just an AI. So is like Mina sitting there with like a big belly, seemingly pregnant, giving birth constantly to these little organisms? Is Mina an actual monster that these people have captured and are using? I've never thought about Mina after episode 2 or 3, whenever it was first mentioned about Mina and seemingly Mina let Tokio get out of the room and all that stuff. I haven't thought about Mina since, but is that a possibility? I don't know. Now, back to the conversation with the director and Sawatari. I'm not sure what these kids were going to be used for. I don't know. Asura definitely figured out what she was going to be used for, what they all were going to be used for, and was like, I'm not having it, and decided to check out. From what it sounds like with the director, I don't know if this is just the director playing God, even though she doesn't want to be held down by those moral codes. But it seems like the director wants a body. And were these kids being born a selection process so that she can take one of them? Because how I took the conversation was that Tokio's baby is going to be the body that the director eventually takes. And the director can't wait for the baby to get 13 or 15 for the surgery. So it's going to take over the chick that got made assistant director. I can't remember her name. It starts with an A. She's going to take over her body. And then as long as she waits long enough, in the meantime, then she'll move from the assistant director to the child, possibly. We don't know. So that's what I picked up from that. And now I'm wondering if we're making clones of the baby so that if it fails, we have a backup, or is Sawatari cloning this baby on his own as like a backup plan because he's not really vibing with how everything is, even though they're here against all like social norms. Question. The picture that's in, I think, either the boardroom or the director's office with the two people like standing on the clouds and there's a man and a woman. What is that a picture of? I do not know what that is a picture of. And I was going to make note of it. I decided not to in the video that I'm not going to put in this video. But whenever Sawatari was having the conversation with the new assistant director, the both of them was standing there, but Sawatari was on the side of the woman and she was on the side of the man. I don't know if that was supposed to represent maybe the two of them in this, but I don't know the correlation to that image. I don't know what that image is representing or supposed to be portraying. I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. So please hook me up with that if that's actual like meaning, if that's actually something in like our world that exists that's being used. Another thing, the book that was being read, that book is an old book. It's a movie too, but if I'm not gonna use the movie. The book that Maru was reading, whenever he was like, hey, there's a big puff like all back then. That book is about survivors of World War III and the impending like doom of the planet after like a nuclear war. And it's kind of, the book is kind of like, there was World War III, like nukes were dropped on everybody. The northern hemisphere is like polluted with nuclear radiation, and it's slowly trickling down to the rest of the planet, and it like takes place in Australia. And it's like the journey, and it's like a signal coming from Seattle, and they're sending like a group of people to go see if they can find if people are alive and stuff like that. So it's like that. So it's like reminiscent of the situation that we're currently in. We have no idea what's going on. We're in a post-apocalyptic world. We're on a mission to go somewhere to deliver something to see if something exists. So it's like, it's kind of like cool that Maru's reading a book about a post-apocalyptic world, and we don't know if there's we don't know how the world collapsed. So there's that. If I'm not mistaken, I rewatched it once, but I missed it. I should go back to it. But where damn it, I can't remember his name. The guy with the black hair, the one that Hiruko looks up to. He's at the E-Body facility, which we know that there is, I think, 11 satellite branches, and there's 2 facilities. And we don't know which facility is the facility that the kids that we know are in, or if the facility is even one of those. But he is at that facility, so we don't know if he's connected, if he's always been connected. We don't know. If there was a surgery done on him, who knows? Last thing. These kids are the monsters. Now, I was going through images that I saved that I used for the thumbnail, and whenever Mimi Hime was talking to Kona, and it was like Kona was the big Hiruko monster, like talking back, and she was like uncomfortable, my brain instantly flashed back to the Hiruko flashback, and I'm like, is that the same one that attacked? But that one had like armor and stuff on it. It wasn't. It's similar looking a tiny bit, but not really at all. I don't know if we've seen something like that, like the one that Kona was sitting there as. But we have the little girl, Ome, I think that's how you pronounce it. She is definitely, if she's not the Hiruko that was in the bottom of the parking garage, a descendant of hers is. But we know it's been 15 years since Calamity. So my guess is that whatever these kids are about to do, whatever these kids are about to do is going to be like the cause of the Calamity. So like that could be her that was in the bottom of that parking garage. Juichi's girlfriend was definitely the mother of his kid that attacked last time with the ice ball. That definitely was the case. So all of these Hiruko are people that come from this facility. So one of these group of kids. They're definitely one of them. So the more things that we see these kids do, the more Hiruko we see, there's a chance that we can connect the dots. I feel like what was his name? Shiro? I feel like Shiro is Usami. I feel like the woman that Usami was trying to save is Mimi Hime. And I feel like it's just eerily coincident that the Immortal Order and the people that we like, those two groups going against each other, the little girl that's so attached to Mimi Hime, like the Hiruko version of hers in the bottom of the parking garage, I feel like it's just it's too close. Like these two entities are way too close to each other for that just not to be a coincidence. So I do feel like those three are them, and that was like their little family, and something happened. This episode was crazy. This episode gave us a lot of information that they just were spitting out matter of fact. A lot of information, and you could just there's probably some stuff I still miss. I'm babbling. There's like a 10-minute discussion. But I'm gonna call it here. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good week coming up, and hopefully, God willing, I see you guys right back here next Saturday for episode 12 of Tengokudaimakyou. So again, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.